Welcome y'all to another Skip Barber race here at Donington. This will be race 3 of week 3. Our last race didn't go so well because I made a bunch of mistakes. First mistake was going wide in turn 1 on lap 1, which let 2 people pass us. And then we had another problem later where I accidentally touched someone's back rear wheel with the nose cone, which caused them to spin out, which got me. And then I made another mistake, and it just went downhill from there. We have Josh, Wilkes, and Brian in our race today. And we had a really good pace in that last race. Even in this race, I mean, we didn't qual so hot. That was because I screwed up my first lap. And I have a trick for this today. Basically, I'm not going to hit the gas until it goes red. Kind of make it a two-step process.
Green, green, green.
Should make that a bit easier.
Car on your left. Still there. Stay on the right. You're on the right. 3 wide. Car on your left. 2 wide. Still there. Hold your
Somebody's a
line.
bit aggressive.
Stay on the right. Still there. Still there. Clear. Car on your left. Keep to the right. Still there. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Keep to the right. Clear. Right side. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Right side. Clear.
Should have expected that. And it's this thing, so it's going to be fun getting back to the
Car has
pits.
too much damage. We've got to
I bet I
fix
just
it.
see y'all there unless something spectacular happens. Okay, let's not speed out of here again. I seem to just have the absolute worst luck at this track. I mean, arguably the last race was my fault. At the very least, some of it, or a good majority of it. But some of that was just really frustrating because kind of got, after the thing happened, I got stuck, or going off in the first lap. I let someone slower than us get past us, and then they were aggressively defending. Not that that's what happened when we got taken out. Not that that's what happened when we got taken. When we took them out. Because that's what happened, since I was behind them.
One minute 32.074.
If I'd have known it was that guy, I wouldn't have. I would have run that a little bit differently. It's going to be another week of how much safety rating can we lose? Oh, it looks like something bad happened to Brian, too. And possibly Josh, since I don't see him. Oh, nope, there he is. Okay. So he's still doing well at least.
1 minute 18.845.
I think really been infuriating me about today at least. So we have really good pace and can't use it.
The guy who just spun, did it touch you there? Because it didn't show on my screen.
I say that and then do some bonehead maneuver like that on that turn, and yeah, that's... Okay, we need to calm down. Because we are not getting it done right now. Nor are we going to catch up with anybody at this speed. Oh, what? Okay, now Josh is there. That sucks. The practice went okay today. Didn't get any faster, but I did get more consistent in the 18s. Until the end of practice when I ran out of gas and had to take a break. And I could not recover my pace. At the very end I kind of got it back. Still not exactly where I wanted to be though. Last race I seemed to be doing okay since I qualified in 6th. In the high split again. With an almost 2K strength of field. And still struggling with those last 2 turns. I think I have the uphill one better, at least. And one thing I realized here, at least during practice, is a lot of times I was turning in too early. Which makes that turn a lot harder unless you get just way too much curve. Just incredibly frustrating. Oh, and in practice I really tried to push that brake point back. And it just seemed to never, ever work out for me. Except I think, well, I say that, I think a little bit back, but not too much. Oh, that was, I think, a good amount of curb. Not good as in too much, but as in just about the right amount.
1 minute 17.904.
That was a decent rate speed that I will take. I see whoever's in first place is now pulling a bit of a lead there. We turned in too early there. So interesting note, if you haven't seen it already, you'll often see planes taking off as I'm in the wrong gear. Off that yonder way. And something I noticed in practice and something I'm just now starting to really think about and remember, I think that turn, the one before that one, the trick is to kind of slowly get on the gas early. try to maintain your speed, basically not lose it is the key there. Way too late there. Oh, that sucks. Jacob's real quick. Drifting is not helping. Yeah, so I cut that turn. I didn't even think it was that bad, but it apparently was, and I basically had to stop about here. Well, I didn't have to stop, but in my rage I did because, like, seriously, I got back on the gas as soon as I came out of that turn, saw that a cutting penalty, was like, okay, let's see where it goes. Started going up, so I let off the gas, waited, made the next turn, still waiting. And I was still not going slow enough to serve the penalty. And it started flashing shortly after that. So I basically just came to a complete stop. Which I'm assuming is what happened there, that because that was lap 2 of the race, or that was basically the second lap I did, it didn't have any kind of comparison. And since, if I'm not mistaken, the way they do penalties is based on your section time. Hey, there's a plane. On your sector time. And since I had basically cold tire sector time, didn't take a whole lot to go faster. Still irritating. Like, I already... Okay, so I screwed up. I got it. I'm trying to serve your penalty. Why won't you let me serve...
1:18.024. You got 10 laps to go.
So the two people that... Or the person that called pole and the person behind him both had 18 flaps. Is interesting. Gotta figure out how to survive lap 1 better here. Or just in general. Yeah, we overpushed that one. Had to wait a little bit longer than I'd like to get on the gas. We're catching up to the people in front of us, but you're just not going to get there in time. I'm guessing this has been a very ugly race.
1:18.016.
So we keep missing the apex there. It's a nice thing about the turn, if you're just a wee bit wide, you can still get a fairly decent turn out of there, or run out of there, so it's not too terrible. Yeah, I know I'm actually going fast enough to where it's beeping at me, telling me I need to shift through that apex. I also tried to do 4th gear there, and it just was not happening. Yeah, I tried to push the braking point a little bit later, and you see what happens. as we stay ahead of the leaders. At least we're putting in consistent laps.
That was fun, Brian.
Oh, unfortunate for Brian. Hopefully he doesn't have any damage. Focus on your race, not what else is going on. Trying to remember to do the thing. Oh, that sucks, Brian. We overslowed there. Yeah. All the ground we made, we just lost. Just the shakes it how it goes some days. Too much gas that time, or I started pulling some maintenance throttle way too early. It was very unfortunate. So if you do cut that like that, be careful at the very end, because that's a really nasty bump. And so like we were talking about yesterday, you'll want to just kind of let off the steering just a hair bit to account for it. As we screwed that up.
What are the odds, Joe? Yeah, that's about right.
I'm curious. Do they like meet back up with each other there? Race your race, worry about the other one later. He'd be gaining some ground there. Or did he come back? Oh, he probably came back out where he was. Which is unfortunate because you really can't race the people then. That's better.
You've got 5 laps to go.
Surprised I got an 18 out of that. The dude in front of us lost a lot of time there all of a sudden. Oh, that sucked. Ooh. Thankfully not a cut. He must have some damage or something. That turn too, if you're kind of in the inside there a lot, you'll also get some extra steering. whether you want it or not. Putting pretty good, making up pretty good ground against Ahmed.
1 minute 18.03.
I am very happy with my consistency today, though, for tonight. If I didn't mention early, track temps are 96 degrees. So running 18 flats is not bad. Seems fast enough also to keep the leaders off our back. Well, we might get to actually see somebody that's not running us over. Which we can't really talk too much about Caramelize, because that's kind of what we deserved from last race. I should stop complaining. And just be happy I get to see
Nice
someone.
thing, Brian.
1 minute 18.245.
Ah. We broke our nice consistency streak there, though.
Got 2 laps to go.
2.5 more like for us. Not doing the same thing we did yesterday, or earlier.
Clear on the left.
Should have set up to pass him here, not there. We'll have 2 laps, so we have some time to figure this out.
Left side, clear. Left side, clear on the left.
Oh, oh, that just, oh. Need a change of pants.
White flag, 1 more lap to go.
I'm gonna not defend too much because I think we're faster than he is by enough that it shouldn't matter. So far, that is proving true. Okay, so we should be pretty decently out of the draft now. Or if we aren't, he's getting so little of it, it's not going to matter. Unless I start doing silly things like that.
1 minute 19.054.
Well, that was unfortunate. Hopefully y'all got some good laps, samples out of it. Since for some reason I seem to have pace here. You know, not alien pace, but still pretty good pace. If I could just learn how to survive lap 1.
Good race. Right there. Something for
So I think my mistake was I assumed that guy would know how to, in lap 1, that he would know how to not hit us. Yeah, I don't know. Good ratio. Ah, that was frustrating.
Here, I gave you a position this time.
The checkered flag.
I know starts are something I keep saying I need to work on, but today's a great example that I do. So while the start sucked, put in some decent lap times there for a consistency that I'm not too unhappy with. We had a few flubs there. However, consistent 18s at 96 degrees I will take all day. I mean, it's not as fast as some of the really fast people, but it was fast enough we should have been able to finish a lot better than we did. I mean, looking at it, we had our fastest lap was a 117.9. Looks like only 5 people were in the 117s, probably because the guy that hit us didn't get a chance to run, because I know that dude's quick. Yeah, 4th fastest time. That's frustrating. Oh well. Unfortunately, we're out of time for tonight, otherwise I would try my luck for a 3rd time. We will do better tomorrow. So I'll probably do more races this week than normal because I actually have some more time this week. With that, if you like, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If you have any questions, suggestions, feedback, or advice, drop it in the box below. Good luck in your races, and y'all take it easy.